before I get started, I want to wish y'all a happy Father's Day. To all the true fathers out there, continue being a father, because every day is Father's Day. And with that being said, coincidentally, it's also the late great Tupac Shakur's birthday. And I want to speak on the relation Pac had with Fatherhood under his Thug Life banner, as well as a little bit about Pac's legacy in hindsight. So let me speak on it. Well, first off, does it tarnish his legacy? Being that now new information that came out regarding his murder slash assassination, allegedly being over some gang stuff basically, as opposed to some record label conspiracy stuff. And to answer that question, if you ask me, no, it doesn't tarnish his legacy. And before I continue, let me just let y'all know my favorite album of Pac was Me Against the World. So I want to answer this by saying, now let's just say if Pac hadn't died, got murdered, would he still be a conscious rapper? And yeah, so you got to keep in mind, Pac, if you listen to his catalog, as we all know, he rapped about everything, his life. So every album pretty much has some gangster stuff tracks on it. It has some female tracks on it. It has some positive tracks on it. So that was Pac. Now let's just say, for instance, again, if he wasn't murdered or assassinated, would, and let's just say also as well, the beef, it was no beef, the beef was over. Because you got to think, when he was with Death Row, a lot of people, okay, because when he got with Death Row, that's when he really start nutting up. So my thing is this, okay, even, let's just say, alright, of course, All Eyes on Me, all that was regarding the beef and him getting out and the friction he had with a lot of folks in the industry. So a lot of them was diss tracks, and it was geared towards that. Now again, like I said, if moving forward he wouldn't have died, and the beef for some other reason, it died down, and no, nobody died, it just died down, whether Death Row won the beef or they called a truce, for whatever reason it died down. Let's just say Pac's next album on Death Row, it would have been a mixture. I guarantee you that he would have had some positive stuff. He would have had some Death Row Steel type stuff. He would have had some of everything. It might would have been a track with one of them on it, one of them East Coast guys on it. But I'm just saying, even moving forward past that, like that was over and done with. So that's what I mean by saying, no, his legacy, in my opinion, is not tarnished. And also, I want to get into the whole thug life, being that it's Father's Day and the importance of fatherhood. And I look at it like this. It's a no-brainer. It's natural. What does a family consist of? Man, woman, and child. So in order for a child to have the best chance in life, they need to have both. Now, of course, there are exceptions where it's just a one-parent household, whether it be the father or the mother, and the child end up being alright. But statistically shows, and as we see out here, this is what the thug life again come, what that stood for, the hate you gave little infants after everybody. So then that means obviously the infants wasn't being tended to. They didn't have 9 times out of 10 what? A father. So that's the importance. It's as plain as day, if you ask me. So as far as all the men, the fathers out there, man, don't let society, as well as, because certain states is more favorable to the fatherhood when regarding family law, but just in general, don't let society paint that picture. And as well as, it plays a role regarding the mother, and I wasn't really trying to get too much all in that in this video. I'm just trying to say that, man, whatever, man, no child left behind. So if you got children, take care of your children, man. Don't let nobody, again, the system or the baby mama or whoever, get in the way of that, you know. So I want to get that out there, and as well as, again, reiterate the relation that Pac had as far as thug life and fatherhood and his legacy. So y'all keep that in mind, man, moving forward out here, because now that all this information, in my opinion, is being revealed, I can see as time progresses, Pac legacy somehow kind of, I don't know, just because like that, that'll be used to take away from his positive music, his positive side, what he truly stood for, in the direction he was headed. So let's not let that get lost in Pac legacy. You know what I mean? And again, regardless who you is and what your circumstance is, and from personal experience, I know Judge, this is family law, not criminal law, and he explained that no matter if you homeless or rich or whatever, got a job or don't got a job, you got the right to see your children. Now, unless you got some type of weird case, if you are, a P-file or got an R case or something like that, of course. But other than that, again, like I said, if you live on the street, now, of course, you can't get joint custody, you get visitation, but regardless, you can see your kid. Again, even if you homeless, and show up to holler at them before or after school or whenever. Even if it's once a week, you give them $5. Regardless, you got the right. So don't let, again, the whatever state you live in or your baby mama or whoever get in the way of that. So continue being a father, and I want to just holler about that, being that it's Father's Day as well as Pac's birthday. And again, man, I hope y'all out there moving smooth. Also, it was Juneteenth today, and also Juneteenth is not it's not the official day. I think the 19th, but in my area they have a big thing every year out here in Berkeley, and I slid through there. It was cool. It was, the usual good thing, good vibe, when I was out there. But again, man, being a good father, basically do your thing. Bad News Brown.